So as I understand it, you have a unique way to optimize Twitter feeds from buffer. And maybe you can talk a little bit about that. And
This video is brought to you by EpiPie's Academy.
Well, I'm a huge Twitter junkie. I've been on Twitter since 2007, and
wow.
I've been tweeting for a long time now, and I've really created some unbelievable relationships. But as more people have been on Twitter, the reach isn't there. People don't listen to your stuff, so you have to really figure out how to provide value. And the best way with Twitter, there's two different ways I approach it: is share other people's stuff. Maybe people who are in your industry or even competitors. Share their stuff so you can kind of put yourself out there as kind of the expert in your targeted niche, and make sure that you're optimizing your tweets with those person's handles, with the right keywords, so you can figure out what people like, and then you can do all that by scheduling it in Buffer or Hootsuite or some of those other programs. I particularly use Buffer, and I figure out the best times to tweet. I do that by using a tool called Tweriod, Tweriod, and you just connect to Twitter, and it shows you when most people are online. So then you can really look at the analytics to figure out when you should be posting your automatic tweets. Now, there's a lot of new stuff out there where people use certain Twitter applications that don't show buffer ads. So you can never, go completely manual. Twitter is an open chat room. You want to figure out ways to really connect with people and actually talk to them. So you can only schedule so much, but that's the best way that I recommend doing it. Figuring out at the right times, and then showing value by sharing other people's links, along with your own links as well. And, talking to people. Like sometimes I'm up in the middle of the night, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm listening to some podcasts and I get super inspired by it and I love it. There's no way I'm going to tweet that right then. So I'll put it in a buffer and I'll say, in the morning, 10 a.m., 10:45 is like an ideal time, Eastern time. And I'll say, listening to this podcast. I loved it, and with this hashtag. And, people love to see that, and they retweet you and they connect with other people, and you build your following. The other great way to use Twitter is to use Twitter search and really find keywords that people are searching for where they're having problems. In my case, I was building my e-commerce clientele, and I was trying to really learn about what problems people were having in the e-commerce space. So I would look for, Magento or BigCommerce or e-commerce conversion or any of those type of keywords, and I would figure out what people were kind of talking about, and then I would kind of just throw myself into the conversation. How are you having that problem? Or I'd love to see your site. Can you show it to me? And you don't follow them. All you do is try to connect with them, answer questions, become an authority in the niche, and provide value, and then people will start to follow you based on that aspect.
Cool. And what is in case people want to follow you on Twitter, since we're on the topic, what is your Twitter handle?
It's at Alex Designs.
All right, guys. Everybody follow Alex Designs. Actually, really insightful tweeting going on there.